Hey guys, this is AI Everything, and today we're doing a mini review of the Samsung Galaxy S6. This is Samsung's flagship phone for the first half of 2015. So let's start by taking a look at the device. It's a pretty attractive phone. I like it. I like it in the white. It looks okay in the darker color, but I prefer the white. One of the interesting touches is it's kind of beveled on the sides. There's an indentation there. Now on the back, this is glass. It's going to say Galaxy S6 on it, and then it's going to have your carrier. And the camera hump is fairly big. I don't know how many people are going to pay attention to a thing like that, or if they're going to have a problem with it. Personally, I don't have a problem with it, but I know some people might, so I pointed out. There's a pretty good sized hump on the back. Now, right here you have your flash, and you also have your heartbeat sensor. It can check your heart rate, tell you your pulse, and there's apps that take advantage of that. Now on the bottom it has holes drilled in it for the speaker, and then there's one little hole for the microphone, and then there's a microphone jack there. Well, actually it's a headphone jack, and then there's antenna breaks in the frame too. It's got the front facing camera, and then it's got some sensors on the front, and then up on the top it has your infrared sensor so that you can change the channels on your TV if you want to. Now let's look at the selling point for this phone. By the way, I do have a screen protector on here. It's made by Zag. They refer to it as glass, but it's more like plexiglass. So in case you're wondering, like if it looks off or something, there is a screen protector on there. So there's a fingerprint reader in the home button. I've not used the fingerprint reader enough to give you my assessment of it, but most people are saying that it performs fairly well. All right, so the screen is pretty much where all right, so let's talk about this phone's best feature, which by far is the screen. The screen is my favorite thing on this phone. It is quite possible that this screen is better than anything that you have laying around your house, whether it is your television, your laptop, your tablet. I personally have Apple's latest and greatest phones and tablets, and this blows them away. This is an amazing screen. It's an OLED screen, it's not an LCD, but this is a beautiful and marvelous screen. I love looking at it. It's got a 1440p resolution, they call it Quad HD. And so we don't get a copyright claim, let's check out one of my YouTube videos. It's one of my YouTube videos versus like a Hollywood movie or a Taylor Swift video. But even using a camcorder to record a phone, this looks outstanding. See that clarity? By the way, this game is Forza Horizon 2 on the Xbox One. It's a pretty darn good game. If you're into racing games, it's actually one of my favorite racing games on any platform. Even when I put the phone all the way up to the camera, it still looks outstanding. Alright, so let's back that off. Reading on this camera is a pleasure. So let's pause this for a second. And then when you, well, let's get closer so you can see. As you can see, text just pops. Text just completely pops on this phone. Now I have an iPad Air 2, I have an iPhone 6 Plus, and it is much easier to read on this screen than it is on those. And look how great, even when you hold the phone up to a camcorder, look how great that looks. Now I'm using red font. This is my website, ai-everything.com. But it looks so good. It is so much easier to read on this phone than it is my iPhone 6 Plus or even on my iPad Air 2. Now, andintech.com is a technology website that I like very much, and it is a notoriously difficult site to read on your phone because they use a small font, but look how easy it is. Even with a camera, the font just jumps. Now, Samsung, this is not the first device they've made that does this, okay? I've had the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, I've had the Note 10, well actually it was the 10.1 2014 edition if you want to be specific. but I've had the Note 10.1, the Note 8, the Note 3, and now I have this phone right here. And for some reason, I don't know if it's an Android thing or a Samsung thing, but text just leaps off of the screen. So that's one of my favorite features of the phone. So it's a very great device to use, and here's the home screen. I don't really have a lot on mine, I keep it pretty sparse. So, and obviously it's Android, it comes with a slew of apps, and you can configure how you want your home screen to look. But it's a great looking screen, and let me show you another feature that I really like about the phone. So let's say you're watching a YouTube video, like this one right here. Now let me turn the volume down. So in this video, it's Forza Horizon 2, and the character in the game, because that's a video game, the character is driving a Porsche. And let's say you want to know how much horsepower this Porsche has. Well, first of all, let me go back. Let's see what kind of Porsche this is. It's a 911 GT3 RS 4.0997. Okay, that's a long one. Can we copy and paste? We cannot. Okay, that would have been super helpful if we could copy and paste. Alright, so that's a big word salad, but we're going to go with it. So you hold the button over here. See, on the Samsung, there's two soft keys. There's your home key, and then you got a soft key and a soft key. The back key is over here. The other key is this one. You hold it, and it brings up multitasking. So let's bring up Chrome. Let's bring up another tab, plus a tab, and then let's search how much. Let's back out of here. How much horsepower, if I could spell properly. Oh, this has haptic feedback, so if you enable it, you can turn it off. But this has haptic feedback, so the phone can vibrate while you type on it, and I like that. I like having the extra feedback when I type. So how much horsepower? Probably could have found, you know what? Let's pretend we want to ask a different question, okay? Let's pretend we're going to research something else. How many models does Porsche sell? Again, if I could spell correctly. Let's see how many models they carry. Well, Wikipedia came up. Sales statistics, Porsche press. Can you tell I'm doing this on the fly? I probably should have already had a question lined up. But let's just go for it. Let's go to the Porsche Wikipedia page. Let's pretend we wanted to look at Wikipedia. Because the point is, you can still have this video going up here. So you can still have the video going up here, and then you can read while you're doing it. This is a feature that I use pretty often. So what I'll do, a lot of time I'll be watching videos where I don't necessarily have to see what's on the screen all the time. So you hold, there's a little round dot here in the middle. So you hold the round dot and then you drag it up, and that should not have done it that way. So let's tap, tell it to expand, and we just took up the whole screen. Okay, so this is one of the frustrations. Sometimes it is frustrating to use the multitasking. So let's go back to YouTube. Let's hold the button to multitask again. Let's go to Chrome. Let's try this again. So we're going to hold the circle and we're going to slide up, and it did it again. We are going to keep trying this until we get it right. You can resize this window. It doesn't want to right now, but you can do it. Fuck. Alright, I give up. I quit.